Going on, everybody? It's your boy Trust My Levels. We are here for December 13th recap session. Today was a great day for the trading world. For anybody that was in any group that I am in, it was a great day. Let's get started. So, of course, we have our wonderful disclaimer, as you already know. So let's start looking at what happened today. First, let me put this up. Let me do this first. We're going to put this over here. At about 1 o'clock, I went into the online room and I would talk to a couple people that were watching one of the feeds that I have up all the time. And they'd asked me a question about it. And I started to explain some things about it. And then I introduced a concept to the folks that were on the live, and they had an opportunity to watch it as it was happening. And that's the beauty of live explanation, because there's a lot of people that can do hindsight explanations about what's going on in the market. But when you have a mentor that can sit with you and walk you through exactly what's happening in the market right now, not predicting, but seeing the same patterns over and over and over and over again in the market, it's a beautiful thing. So I talked to them about something and of course, everybody's like, what's that? And then when they see it happen, they're like, oh, snap, look at that. And then I told them about this 21-7-18 level, which was our midnight open. So we talked about midnight open a little bit. Day open happened to be in that area. I'm gonna show you that chart in a second, but yeah, it was right before I went to go get food, and it just started to do its thing. And when I saw what was happening, I just said I had to get into this trade. So right under 21-7-18, I ended up getting in at one tick below. It was probably lower than that because it ended up being two contracts there. So it might have been lower, but then when I averaged up as we were starting to push up, then hey, that's the average of both of those contracts. So when I take you over here to this screen, you're gonna see what I was talking about. So let's bring this up real quick. So here is the chart for that day. So today, and you saw that it was around 128 when I said something about it. So we were down here. We got that long warning in this area down here. We started to push up, got a long warning. So for us, the long warning is letting us know that there are conditions in the market that are favorable for a reversal. We normally have a cloud on our screen, but it's not on this particular screen, but there's normally a cloud on the screen that this long warning is telling us that, hey, I'm looking for a push up to that area. So then, midnight open is this blue line. You can see up here is 21-7-18-50 and day open. Today, we were just bouncing off of that level over and over and over. Every time we interacted with it, they went through it, rejected it, came right back down. You can see that a bunch of times. They pushed up through it, went back below, pushed up, came back down, pushed up, down, interacted with them down, interacted with it up and down. I guarantee there was a bunch of people that were taking longs and then getting their accounts destroyed and coming right back down, pushing up. Okay, we're in that next candle on a 2-minute chart, down. And I'm talking about these are huge moves. What is this from? So this is from 21-7-57 all the way down to 21-7-24. So you got 30-point moves in a 2-minute period. And then another one coming over here all the way down to 7:06. So, 50-point moves in 4 minutes, up 20 points, down 60 points, up 70 points, down 60 points. And, a lot of people get scared about NQ. But anyway, at 128, I started to mention, because we're always watching this setup, always. And I try to teach the traders this so that they, incorporate. I teach them a lot, but the way it's done is to help them understand that everything goes together. So that long warning came in there to let us know there's a potential for us to start pushing back up to the cloud that's on another screen. And I'm showing this on the day, during the day. So it pushed up, hit that midnight open, and again hit the day open and immediately rejected, just like we did over here. Then all of a sudden we start to push up, come down and tap this line here, get up there, reject, 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 push through, reject, push through, come back down. And then all of a sudden, they're starting to push up. So at 1228, I'm looking, when I posted, I was already in at this area because I'm like, hey, look over here. We are not going to last at this level for too long. So then all of a sudden, we started to push through. So about this time over here, we're 717, 75. So around this area is when I started to get back in here because there's a pattern that we always look for here. And then you start to see that, and then it was like, let me just go ahead and just get into this thing because we're making these higher lows that are happening here. And I'm like, okay, you're pushing up. You're inside of a decision area for me. You come down and retest this. Hey, my first target is this red line up here. So then we started to push. We went through that. That time happened, and then boom, that candle took off. I came over here, candle takes off, dips down a little bit, and then starts to push up. And then from here, it was just an amazing run all the way up. And then it got here to this red dashed line here. It's an SMA, and then boom, it rejected that SMA, and then boom, now we're sitting here and we teach them, hey, you just got to wait. This is a very good area to either take profits because we're sitting at that level. We're sitting at that level right there. It's a lot of people that tell you, oh, the SMAs don't matter, the EMAs don't matter, but the rejection of these areas, the computers know where this stuff is at. Just because you might not understand it, the computer knows where these things are at. Then we hit that rejected, push down. This is yesterday's high also. So we had day open, midnight open, yesterday's high, which happened to line up there. And I love the confluence of indicators or levels because it's a hard rejection and I love it. Boom, tap it, come back up, reject, pull back, start to push back up above it, down, tap it again, then they take off. And now, this has crossed, it's above it, and it's just patience. And there's nothing that's telling us to get out this trade. So hey, why would you get out the trade? I ended up getting out about 7 right here at this 775 because that was my target with the fibs that I've drawn on the other chart. But this was an amazing trade. And then even in a second area that I was in, let me bring that up real quick. Yep, even in this other room here. So of course, made the same post, and then it went from 21,717 up to 21,770. So how I had on the other window, just right here, we had this other window over here, that 21,770 is right below that yesterday's high. I'm not gonna fight that level. Boom, it comes up, taps it again. I'm like, look, I'll take these profits. You push up and you come back down. Look, I'll take the profits because coming from here to here, that is a very good play. Day open and midnight open to 21,770, which is around this area right here. That was a very beautiful, beautiful play. I'll make another video and then we can go from there. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.